Right fellas, I got the most clearest Easter egg guide, most easiest to follow guide to boss this Easter egg for solo and co-op. So before you start the game, for me in solo, I had quick revive, dying wish, stamina up and time slip. Time slip helped so much, getting the cooldown of all the special weapons and the Pegasus strike, getting that really quickly. I've got the chakrams of vengeance, what a fucking specialist that is, you want that one. And gobblegum wise, this is what I had. I had the free fire one, which was basically like a 30 seconds max ammo. Good for the boss fight is that one. And then I had this one, which is the refresh cooldowns on equipments and special weapons. So it's very useful in the boss fight when you want to get your special weapon back up as rapid as fuck. And then this one, which pretty much saved my life in the boss fight. It just makes it so much easier. The power keg spawns a full power for your specialist because you need that for the boss fight. And this one here, you can put a max ammo on or anything that you want, but burned out for me was just, it's just really good, especially when you're upgrading gauntlets and shit, you can whack it on. And if you've got one of these, you can put any of these on. I had that one in this game, start the game with my stamina perk. But yeah, that is what you want before you start the game. So start the game fellas, and I'm going to show you each Easter egg step, the most clearest guides ever. So here you go fellas, enjoy. Right fellas, before you can start the Easter egg, you need to get the sensible artifact unlocked, Pack-a-Punch open, and the first thing you need to do is upgrade all 4 gauntlets. And if you don't know how to do that, go check out my guide, I'll whack it in the description. And at the same time as upgrading all the gauntlets, you need to complete about 9 to 10 tribute challenges. So I've got my other guides to show you how to upgrade the gauntlets, but I'm going to show you what these challenges are all about. The piss easy really, and you can do these mid-round, and then at the end of the round you can go upgrade some gauntlets. It took me till about round 12 or 13 to get the upgraded gauntlets and the challenges complete. But this is what you do to complete a challenge. You go up to it, give about £1,000, and it'll say what to do, and you just complete that challenge. And when you complete a challenge, you'll come and get your reward from this fire here, and all you do is press square to get reward. So over time, when you press square to get reward, the fire there will start to turn blue over time. So after you've done about 9 to 10 challenges, the flame will be all blue. So that is the aim here. You need to complete 9 to 10 challenges. And when you've done about 9 to 10, you will hear a quote saying that the flame is fucking lit. And you will see that the flame is totally blue. And that is when you have completed this little step. And you can start the Easter egg steps. So the first Easter egg step is to go get a shield, and you want to get the shield out and you want to come to this blue flame here that we've been talking about, and all you do is melee the flame, and then your spear will turn to a flamey blue light. That is what you want, and you can also feel your controller vibrating as well. So what we're going to go do is go knife 3 things around the map with this blue flame. So you want to follow the route I take here. You want to come down to this Spartan monument, and you can see this oil on the wall here. All you do is melee that with your blue shield, and that is 1 out of 3 complete. So now you want to follow the route I take here, and we're going to go to a second location, and this is up in the intersection of treasuries, and it's also near where you can pick up the golden bridle, and it's right here on the wall, this oil splatter. You want to melee it with your shield, and that is 2 out of 3 complete. So what you need to do now is come over to this bridge here. It's a lovely rainforest kind of type, green plants fucking growing here. And all you do is go down here and you want to melee this rock, and that is 3 out of 3 complete. And when you've done it correctly, you will see a light beam spawn in the sky. Right fellas, on to the second Easter egg step now, and what you want to do for this is go to Pack-a-Punch and get the upgraded Death Gauntlet. This is the red Gauntlet of Charon. You want to pick it up and make sure you've got some ammo on that. And then you want to make it back to the main map, and you want to come to this location here where all these statues are. It's also near the Hand of Gaia green gauntlet lockdown place. So you want to come here, and best to do this towards the end of the round. And you want to hold the R2 button down to get that charged shot. And then you want to shoot it at the floor here. Then you want to step inside the charged shot, and that will make you into some sort of like zombie blood shadow mode. And in this mode you can only see the glowing eyes on these statues, and what you want to do is shoot 4 of these statues that have blue glowing eyes. So as you can see here, I can see the glowing eyes on this statue, so I'm going to shoot it with me upgraded Gauntlet of Charon. And then when you've shot one, you want to turn around and just keep looking at all the statues here and find another pair of blue eyes. Also, while you're doing this, you want to shoot another charred shot on the ground so you keep in that shadow zombie blood mode. Here we go, I shoot another pair of blue eyes here, so that is 2 out of 4 complete. And then I shoot this statue here and you can see it disappear, that is 3 done. And then I shoot one more. And when you've shot the last statue with the blue eyes in that zombie mode, you will see a screen shake and another light beam will spawn. Right fellas, on to the third Easter egg step now, and this you want to get a shield, you want to make sure it's got full ammo, and you want to come to this first location here. I'm going to show you this most clearest guide and easiest to understand guide. So you want to come to the Spartan monument here, this is the first location you want to come to. You want to go down the stairs and you want to get your shield out and you want to shoot a spear at this wall. The wall will crumble and it's going to show you one big gear and one small gear. So what you're going to see is the big gear at the bottom and you're going to see a small gear just going past it every now and then. So what you want to do is when that small gear goes over the top of the big gear, you want to shoot your spear. So this is what it looks like when you've completed it. You can see that the spear has gone through the small gear and both the big and the small gears are turning, and that is what you want fellas. And it's quite annoying on solo because if you got one zombie at end of round, it's going to come slap you. So the best tactic here is to run away and then run back to here and try get that spear into that small cog when it goes past the big gear. So once you've done that, you want to come to the second location and we're going to do the exact same thing here. This is in the intersection of treasuries. This is where you want to be, the location on my screen here. And you can see this wall. You want to get your spear out and you want to shoot the wall and the wall will crumble. So it's quite tougher as this one because it's further away and harder to see. But if you do zoom in on the wall here, you can actually see what's going on. You can see the big cog there and you can see which direction the small cog is coming from. So this is what it looks like here. I bossed it here fellas. There we go. So you can see the spear lands in that perfect position. Again, it took me about 15 shots and I had to go get another shield. But once you're in the game fellas, you'll understand what's going on and you'll be able to figure out when you want to shoot your spear. So once you've done that and you can see that the spear is in place and all the cogs are working as you can see on my screen, you want to go to the last location and this is pretty close to this one we've just done. Down here, this is where it's at. It's on this wall here. You want to get your spear out and you want to shoot the wall and the wall will crumble. So it's the exact same here. This is probably the hardest one because it is further away and it's harder to see. So the best thing to do for this one is to firstly zoom in onto the wall here where the gears are. And you want to just see and figure out where the big cog is. And then you want to figure out where the small cog comes and goes from. And it's just like the last one, you want to get that small gear in line with that big gear. And this is how you do it fellas. I bossed it here, I threw my spear and you can just see it hit it there. I will show you it in slow motion, here we go. So I can see the big gear there and then the small cog comes past and I shoot my spear, get it right in the middle and I boss it there. And when you complete it correctly you can see both gears moving. So once you've done that fellas, you can now go back to this bronze statue here and you can see these 3 statues rotating. And again we're going to be throwing another spear towards this back wall here. And we're going to be getting that spear into some more gears. But for this one you can't see the gears at all. So you're just going to be shooting in this direction that I'm shooting here fellas. One tactic that I've just found out is when all the 3 statues are facing towards the middle crystal, you can throw your spear and that is when you will complete this step and you'll get that spear into the gear. If it's pretty tough to do that, one other thing that I did was I just kept shooting my fucking spear over there. I think I used about 30 shots of the fucking shield. It took a few hits. It's just a matter of luck really fellas. As you can see here, this is where I was pointing before I got it. You can see this crystal here. I just shot to the left of that. And when you do shoot your spear and it glows on the wall when it hits the wall, you can actually see where the gear is. So you can kind of figure out where you need to hit. But that's where you want to be hitting fellas. On that gear at the back of the wall there. I'll show you it again. This is where I shot my spear, to the left of this crystal, and boom, when you complete it, the screen will shake, and another light beam will spawn, fellas. Right fellas, on to the 4th Easter egg step now, and this one is quite tough, but I've got a really clear not rush guide for you here, fellas. So you want to go get the upgraded Hand of Gaia. That is the green one. And you want to come to this location here. This is out of spawn. And what you're going to be doing is shooting some green lights. I'm going to show you it in fast mode, and then I'm going to slow it down for you and explain what to do. So this is what you have to do, fellas. You have to get your Hand of Gaia out. Always good to leave a zombie end of round. And you're going to be shooting this one green light outside of the map. And then as fast as you can, because you've only got a limited amount of time to do this, you are going to come to this location here, and 2 lights will spawn. So you want to come to this location, and at the right time you're going to shoot your Hand of Gaia. It's going to split into 2 bullets, and it's going to hit both of the green lights. And as fast as you can, you're going to come to this location here, and you can see 3 green lights, and you want to be shooting your Hand of Gaia at the right time. It's going to split into 3 bullets, and it's going to hit all 3 of the green lights. And if you do it fast enough and correctly, one of the giants will spawn. So I'm going to slow it down for you here now and explain what to do. So like I said, end of round, keep a zombie, Hand of Gaia, and the first thing you're going to do is shoot this green vine outside of the map. And then as fast as you can, you want to stand in this second location, just like I'm doing here. So now you can visibly see both of the 2 green vines. You want to let them light up once, and then they're going to turn off. Wait a few seconds, and then shoot your Hand of Gaia. It's going to split into 2 bullets, and boom, you're going to hit both of the green vines. And then as fast as you can, you're going to get into this third location here. This is the hardest one, but you want to let them flash, and then they're going to turn off. Wait a few seconds, and then you want to aim where I'm aiming here, fellas. You want to shoot your Hand of Gaia. You just maybe shoot it a few times, and it's going to split into 3 bullets. It's going to hit all 3, and boom, that is how you do it. Once you're in the game and you try it a few times, you will understand what to do and figure out the timings. And if you do fail, I did it a few times, I failed. All you do is go shoot that green vine outside the map, the first green vine again, and you can just try it again. So once you've bossed it, like I said, a giant will spawn, and this giant is very useful for the next step. So go check out my guide, the next step, the 5th step. Thanks for watching. Right, fellas, on to the 5th Easter egg step, and for this one you're going to need one of those giant bosses with the 6 arms to spawn. And if you watch my last Easter egg step, the 4th Easter egg step, I explained how to do that and also get a giant to spawn in and use him for this step. So you can always do that, but if you don't know how to get one of those giants to spawn in, all you got to do is get to high rounds, and every few rounds he's going to spawn in, so you can play through a few rounds and wait for him to spawn. When he does spawn, you want to wait till end of round, keep a few zombies, and then we can do this Easter egg step. So at the intersection of treasuries, you're going to see this Scepter of Raw sword. It's going to be in this crystal here. There it is. And what we're going to do is get the giant boss to use one of his attacks to get that sword out of the crystal for us to pick up. And the attack the giant is going to use is that shield wavy energy one. But I'm going to show you what to do here, fellas. So I've got the boss here, the giant. I started shooting him in the weak spots. That's always a good thing to do. Sometimes when you shoot him in the weak spot, he won't do the attack you want. He might just throw a spear. That's not what you want. You want him to do the shield wave energy attack. So this is what it looks like here. I shot the boss. He started to do the shield. I made him look where I am. I'm right next to that bloody crystal with sword, aren't I? So he's going to shoot that shield wavy energy attack at me and the sword in the crystal. And boom, you can see the sword fall out onto the floor from the crystal. So that is what you want to do, fellas. It's pretty simple. All you've got to do is get the boss to look in the direction of the sword and the crystal. Get him to do the attack by shooting him in the weak spot. And boom, you've done that. And also, fellas, you're going to need one more item. So this is the golden rod here. So this is the location where the boss was stood, doing his wave shield energy attack, shooting at that sword in the crystal. And this is where the golden rod will spawn. So if you don't know where the golden rod is, you want to make sure you remember where the boss was stood when he did that shield energy attack to get the sword out of the crystal. And all you do is pick up this golden rod, and you've got both of those parts, and you can move on to the next step. Right fellas, I've got a really awesome and a really clear guide. It's got so much detail in it and I'm going to explain it in such an easy way to understand and you're going to boss it. So I tried this step once and I failed. I wasn't ready, I wasn't prepared, didn't have the right setup and weapons and stuff. So what I did was before the game I got that cooldown perk on. That is amazing for this. It gets that Pegasus strike back to fucking full use straight away. So you want to get that on before you start the game. So what you want to do is go get the Gauntlet of Light, that is the Chimera one. This is the podium, the shrine where you can get it from. And the weapons you want for this step is the Pegasus Strike. It's absolutely perfect for this. You want your specialist weapon on full, so you can use that if you need to. But the best weapon to use is the rocket launcher upgraded. My fucking god, it's unreal is this. And also, if you've got any awesome gobblegums, I had a very good one on which helped me so much. It was the Undead Man Walking one, where all the zombies go to walking speed for about 30 seconds, I think it is. That helps a lot. If you've got a gobblegum like that on, use it, especially for this step. Fuck the boss fight. Use it for this step on solo, because it is so hard on solo. So when you're ready, you want to go get that gauntlet like I said. End of round is always best. Make sure you've got some full ammo as well. And also don't forget the shield. You want a new shield. And you want to come down to this part of the map. You can see this statue perk here. You want to give the statue the Scepter of Ra in the left hand. When he brings up his other hand, you want to give him the Gauntlet of Light, the Chimera Gauntlet. And then that's going to start this light beam firing across the room. And firstly, you want to put your Pegasus Strike down, put your Gobblegum on if you have one. And what you need to do is stop any skeletons from blocking the beam of light from reaching the other side of the room. So there's going to be two places where the skeleton can block it with its head or its shield. It's going to be near the statue and near the wall where the light beam ends. And you want to get your rocket launcher out and just keep shooting left and right where the light beam is and take out the skeletons. After about 15 to 20 seconds, one of them weird tentacle, I don't know what you call them, big spider things spawn. So you want to try focus on that one to take him out, but also don't forget about the skeletons as well. When your Pegasus Strike runs out, you want to get your special weapon out and use that. Also, just keep on spamming the skeletons near the light beam, and after about 40 to 50 seconds, if you do it correctly, the light beam will disappear and you're going to see a hole in the wall. If you fail, you're going to have to go get the gauntlet from its shrine again, bring it back to that statue, and just try it again. So that is my best tactic and it worked for me. The Gobblegum helped a lot, but if you've got the Pegasus Strike, you've got the rocket launcher, and you've got your specialist weapon, you should be okay. So in the wall, you want to go to the wall, you want to press square to pick up the part inside, and then you want to go back to that statue, press square to give that part to the statue, and boom, you'll see a laser go into the water, and that is that step complete. Right fellas, I've got an awesome, unreal, really clear guide, for solo especially, for this Sundial Golden Rod step. So to get the Golden Rod, you might have seen in my previous Easter egg steps, you've got to get it from killing the boss that spawns, so when you do the green vine, green light step. So to get this Golden Rod, you have to do that step, and you want to kill that boss to get the Golden Rod that he drops. So once you've got the Golden Rod, you want to come to this part of the map here. This is just outside spawn, and you can see this circular golden sundial on the floor. You want to press square in the hole to place the golden rod. So now you want to start the next round, and you want to hoard up and get one of the electric yellow zombies to spawn into the map. I've got a really good, awesome hoarding technique here. I'm going to show you the hoarding technique and then show you how to do the step. So the hoarding technique in solo is to start where the sundial is, and then you want to go down these stairs here. You don't need to kill them really, you can if you want, but just trying to save some ammo here. And you want to take them all the way along past this bronze statue, turn around, maybe take a few pop shots, and then you want to go down this small alleyway. You can turn around and shoot some noobs if you want, and then you want to make your way towards the bath place where the boiling trap is, so you can just keep on going along that path, and if you want to put the trap on, you can kill some noobs in that, and then you want to go past where the shield location is, where you've built that, and then you want to make your way all the way up these stairs with the horde. If you want, you can grab this gauntlet here. This helped me a lot in doing this step, so if it's got enough ammo, use it. Then you want to go past the arena, don't go in there. You want to go towards the bridge where it's all green rainforesty, and then you've made a full circle and you're going to come back to near the sundial. And you should have electric zombie spawn into the map. You can see one spawn in here. Always seems to spawn in there, which is weird. Must be a good spawn point, you know what I mean? But then, when you see an electric zombie, you want to come down to the sundial and you want to kill the electric yellow glowing zombie near the golden rod. So this is what I do here. I get the gauntlet out and I'm just making sure that the electric zombie is close to the golden rod. Doesn't have to be spot on in the middle of the golden rod. It can be a few fucking feet away, it can be. But you want to kill the electric zombie near the golden rod, and when you do it correctly, you will see the golden rod in a wave electricity shocked mode. So once that happens, you want to just kill off the rest of the zombies, save a few zombies at the end of the round, or if you want to do it mid-round, you can put your Pegasus strike down and give it a go. So I'm going to explain this step to you really clearly and really easy to understand. So when you come to the sundial and the golden rod, you're going to see a golden rod with a yellow line going to the edge. And then you're going to see some symbols just flickering through. Every now and then a blue symbol will pop out of nowhere. And if you think of this sundial circle almost like a little clock or something like that, it's got little sections, almost like a pie chart. Every time a symbol ticks one way, it's going to go into a different column, as you can see here. And all we need to do is make sure the blue symbol goes in line with that golden line that you can see on the screen there. So all we do is count how many columns the blue symbol enters until it reaches that golden line. So here we go, the blue symbol appears. It's going to go right 1, 2, 3. So when it's done it 3 times in my game, that is when you press square on the golden rod. It's in line with that golden line. I'm going to show you it again. Here we go. Blue symbol appears. 1, 2, 3. So this is what I did in my game. The blue symbol appeared. 1, 2, and on the 3, I press square on the golden rod and the blue symbol will appear. And that is 1 out of 3 complete, fellas. So you've got to do this another 2 more times. And it's pretty simple really, especially when you're in the game and you give it a try. If you do fail, you're going to have to get another electric zombie next round and try again. So I'm going to show you the second time round now, fellas. So I start the next round. I'm doing my hoarding technique, doing full circle. Here we go, I see electric zombie spawn. I take him down to the sundial golden rod. I kill the electric zombie near the golden rod. You can see it goes shocking there. That is what you want. And then I run away. And I just do it whenever I like. I do it at the end of the round, or I use a Pegasus strike and do it mid-round. Right, so I come back to the sundial, and this one is going to be a little faster, flickering from each symbol. So it's the same process again. I'm going to look out for that blue symbol. This time it's going left round the circle. So here we go, I'm watching the blue symbol. It appears there, it goes round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So I'm going to show you that again. The blue symbol appears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on that 5th one, I'm going to press square on the golden rod to lock that blue symbol in the golden line. So here we go, I'm going to do that. The blue symbol spawns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, press square. Boom, and the blue symbol appears. And that is 2 out of 3 complete. It's so easy, fellas. It really is when you get into the game. So now we're going to do it once more time. We're going to start the next round. We're going to do the hoarding technique I've shown you, doing full circle. And then I come back to here, I see an electric zombie there, bring him down to the sundial. I kill the electric zombie near the golden rod sundial. You can see the golden rod is all shocking and electric there, that is what you want. And then we can give it another go. So here we go, come to the sundial, and this time it's going to be really fucking fast this time. It's going to be the hardest one you've done. It did take me a few goes, but I got the hang of it. So I'm going to show you in my game what I was doing. So this time the symbol was going around the circle right, and the blue symbol appeared there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fucking fast as this, fellas. Here we go again, blue symbol appears. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on that 4th one, I'm going to press square on the golden rod. You've got to be quick about it on this one as well, because it's going really fucking fast. So here we go, I'm going to do it in my game. Blue symbol, 1, 2, 3, boom, press square, and there we go, the blue symbol appears, and that is all 3 done. And when you do it correctly, you'll see all blue 3 symbols, and the golden rod will go into the ground, and you've done that step, fellas. Right, fellas, I've got a really easy, awesome guide. I'm going to show you what to do in the whole of my game footage in real time and speak you through it for this step. So you want to go get the Gauntlet of Uranus, that is the upgraded blue gauntlet from Pack-a-Punch. Then once you've got that, you want to come to the arena where you unlock the essential artifact. So when you come here, you're going to see a blue symbol on the floor. You want to stand in that, and it's going to start a trial lockdown process. So before I show you the whole of my game footage, I'm going to tell you 3 things that you need to know before doing this. Firstly, make sure you've got full ammo on your Gauntlet of the blue Uranus. Second is you want to do this as fast as you can, jumping from each blue circle on the floor. And the most important thing to know is when you're killing zombies on the ground floor, you want to be holding the trigger button down to use a charged shot to kill them. And when you're killing the zombies up in the stands, on the seats, in the stairs, up high, you want to be using your single shots by just tapping the shoot button. So here we go, I stand in the blue circle, it's going to go grey, and the trial will start. So here we go, the first circle spawns, jump in that, you want to use your charged shot to kill all the zombies. You can move in the blue circle as you can see here, it's like a magnet to me, so use your charged shot to kill them. And then you're going to see another blue circle spawn, jump to that, and you're going to shoot single shots to kill these zombies up high. Then you're going to go to another circle on the floor, blue circle, and you're going to use your single shot again to kill those zombies up high. And then you're going to go back to where you started, and the screen will go grey, and that is the 1 out of 3 trials done. So you're going to do the same thing again, stay in that blue circle, even if it's on floor, but you're going to do the second phase, go back into that blue circle, get your charged shot out, and kill all the zombies on the ground floor there. Then you're going to go to another circle, you're going to shoot the zombies up high with a single shot. Then you're going to go to another circle on the floor, do the same thing, single shot. And then you're going to go to another circle, and you're going to use some charged shots to kill those motherfuckers. And then you're going to go back to the starting point, and that is 2 out of 3 trials complete. So you've got 1 more trial to do, it's the exact same thing, and for some reason I didn't have a lot of ammo, but I kept gaining ammo somehow. Here we go, the blue circle spawns. Up high this time, single shots on the stairs, the seats, whatever you want to call them in the arena. Then you're going to parkour to another blue circle on the floor, and you're going to be shooting the charged shot to kill all the zombies on the ground floor, so you can move about in that. Another blue circle, kill all the zombies on the ground floor using a charged shot, you can move about doing this. Another circle will spawn, shoot single shots up to the top level of the seats. Then you're going to go to 1 more blue circle and you're going to kill all the zombies on the ground floor with charged shots. There we go. And boom. When you do it, you'll see a grey screen. You'll go blind from how fucking bright it is. You'll see a max ammo and some cash flying about. And that is that step complete, fellas. Right fellas, on to the 9th Easter egg step. If you've been following my last 8 Easter egg steps, this is number 9, and it's fucking easy as this one really. So you want to leave a zombie towards the end of the round, and then you want to come to Pack-a-Punch, make sure you've got a shootable weapon with some ammo on, that's what you want. So it's fucking simple as this fellas, you've got this square symbol board here. It's right next to one of the fast travel locations at the top of Pack-a-Punch. And all you're going to do in your game, it's the same in everyone's game, and you're going to shoot what I do in my game, shoot symbols in order. So here we go fellas, just follow what I do here. So you want to shoot this symbol here, then you want to shoot this one second, then you want to shoot this one third, then this one fourth, then this one 5th, and then this one 6th. So you've got to shoot those 6 symbols in order. I'm going to slow it down for you, and I've got this grid up for you as well, just to make it a bit easier for you. You can see the grid, and it's just telling you what order to hit the symbols in, really. So here we go, I'm going to show you it again. This is the number 1 in the order. Then you go up to this one, you're going to shoot this one. This is number 2 in the order. Going to go all the way down to this one, that is 3rd in the order, so shoot that. Then you want to shoot this one, number 4 in the order. Then go all the way over here, shoot this one, this is 5th in the order. And then you want to shoot this one, number 6 in the order, and you've done it. And when you've done this correctly, all you do is press square on this symbol board here, and it's going to show you a really cool cutscene. If you do fail and you shoot the wrong symbol, it's just going to reset, and you can just shoot number 1 again, and then you can just give it another try. It's really easy as this. I'm so happy it isn't like an epic fucking difficult symbol step. It's really easy. And when the cutscene is finished, you've done that step, fellas. Right, fellas, on to the 10th Easter egg step now, and I've got another 9 Easter egg steps, which are really clear and easy to understand. I've not done a massive video, so it's all an absolute fucking confusing mess. So here we go, we're going to do this 10th Easter egg step. So once you've done the symbol challenge and you've just watched the cutscene, you need to go get a Pegasus strike. And if you've not already got one or made it, you can go check out my guide, or you can get it in the box if you've accidentally picked up some monkey bomb things. So get the Pegasus strike, make sure it's fully ready to go, and also you want to go get the blue upgraded gauntlet with some ammo on. So what you want to do is come to the top of Pack-a-Punch here. You can see this blue symbol on the floor. You're going to put your Pegasus strike into the blue symbol, and that is going to get this massive crossbow to come up from the ground. I don't know how it's doing that. And then you're going to go down to the bottom area of the crossbow. You can see where I'm aiming in my game. That's where you want to aim. You want to hold down the shoot button with the upgraded gauntlet. Use your charge shot, and it's going to move the crossbow to the right a bit. Keep it held down for about 5 to 10 seconds, and it's going to move the crossbow into position. So now once you've done that, you want to go get yourself a shield, and you want to go all the way back to that spawn area where the blue flame is. After we did all those challenges at the start of the game, all those tributes, you want to melee the blue flame, and you'll see a spear is blue. And then you want to go all the way back to Pack-a-Punch, use a fast travel, and you're going to come to this trap here, this green trap. You're going to turn it on for $1,000, and you're going to run all the way through it with your blue flamed shield spear out. And then the spear will turn from blue to green. And when you've done this, you're going to go all the way to the top of Pack-a-Punch where that crossbow is. And where you place that Pegasus strike, you're going to melee the crossbow. You're going to see a green trail of, I'm going to say wildfire because that's cool as fuck, onto the crossbow. It's going to shoot the statue. And boom, fellas, you are ready for the boss fight. Right, fellas, I've got the most clearest, easiest to follow guide for the boss fight. Solo and co-op, but mainly solo, but all the tactics work either way. And I've got a really clear setup for you. So here is what I had. I had all my perks: Quick Revive, Dying Wish, Stamming Up in the Odin perk, the time step 1. I had my specialist weapon on full ready. And I did have a Pegasus strike, but I went in the box and I got the monkey bombs. So you want them for the boss fight if you can. They're fucking helpful as shit. And also you want to get a new shield. And you want to be on your max ammo for all your weapons. And the weapons I used in the boss fight were the Spitfire upgraded. What a fucking gun that is. That is perfect for getting the shots on the boss and Pegasus. And then I also brought in the upgraded Charon gauntlet. That is the red death Charon gauntlet. Fucking awesome. When you use the charged shot, it almost draws like a monkey bomb. Draws them in. And it just takes the zombies away from you so you can get some shots on the boss and Pegasus. So when you're ready, you want to jump into the teleporter and you're going to enter the boss fight. And you're going to see a small cutscene, and then you will spawn in the fucking map, fellas. So when you spawn in, you're going to be on this island here. You want to get your special weapon out and you want to fucking take out this guy here. This is the big giant with 6 arms. Take him out as quick as possible. You want to aim for its back. You want to go for the red marks on its back and the front. So when you killed him, your main aim is to survive and get your specialist weapon back up to full so you can use it. So what you're going to do when you've got full health is walk through all of these fire parts on the floor. These fire parts are thrown from the boss on the mountain onto this island here. And all you do is run around here with full health and run over the fire on the floor. And that's going to get your specialist weapon back up rapid as fuck. There is another way to do this, just kill zombies. Just make sure you've got a lot of health before you do this or you're going to go down. So what you want to do now, you can see this blue jump pad. You can jump from this island to this island and Pegasus will spawn in the air. And what you want to do is you want to either throw a monkey bomb or shoot your upgraded Charon on the floor. And that's going to get the zombies distracted. And when you see Pegasus in the air, you're going to shoot at him. Just do as much damage as you can when he's flying over. Just make sure you're not right underneath Pegasus when Pegasus does fly over you on the island, because Pegasus has this awesome attack where it like electrifies the floor and it's going to down you if you stand in it. So you want to like stand to the right or left, not in line with Pegasus. So Pegasus will disappear and spawn in a different place. When you're doing this, you want to kill some zombies, use your Charon, get them all distracted, and then if you need to jump to another island, do it. And when Pegasus spawns, you're going to look in the air and you're going to do as much damage as you can to Pegasus. So that is your technique here, fellas. You want to make sure you've got your specialist weapon on full. That is the first thing. And then you want to distract the zombies and take out Pegasus. So when you've done enough damage to Pegasus, the round will end and you're going to either jump to one of the other islands or he might land on your island. And what Pegasus will do is land on one of the islands in an orange colour. And that is when you want to get your specialist weapon out and do as much damage as you can to Pegasus. So knife the fucker, throw whatever you want with your special weapon, just do as much damage as you can. Also watch out for the zombies, but you should be able to take them out with your specialist weapon. So do as much damage as you can and Pegasus will get up. And all you do is jump to another island and go get your max ammo. And you repeat the whole process again. So you want to go stand into those fire parts on the floor if you can and if you've got enough health. So that'll get your special weapon back up to full. And you want to kill a few zombies if you want, but there's no really need, only if you want to get your special weapon back up. And you repeat the whole thing again. If you want to throw a monkey bomb you can, or use your Charon to distract zombies. Have a look where Pegasus spawns and do as much damage as you can to Pegasus. And again I'm going to just say, just watch out for the Pegasus attack where she will fly over and use that electric ground attack which might fuck you up. So like I said earlier, just don't stand right underneath Pegasus, stand to a right or left or you might go down. So Pegasus will keep spawning, you're going to keep distracting zombies and you're going to do as much damage as you can to Pegasus. And for a second time, again, Pegasus will fall to another island. If you want to use a jump pad to get over there, do it as fast as you can. And you want to get your special weapon out when Pegasus is all orange and do as much damage as you can to Pegasus. Knife the fuck out of it, there we go, boom, boom, boom. Watch out for the zombies as well. And then when Pegasus gets up and flies away, you want to go to another island from the jump pad and go get your max ammo. And again, we're going to repeat the whole process again. You are going to get your specialist weapon back up to full. And you're going to go into those red fires on the floor when you've got full health to get your special weapon back up. And you're going to look into the sky for Pegasus again. One thing that happened to me in my game, fellas, is I ran out of all the ammo in the world. So don't forget about your shield. It does have 15 shots, so you can use that to get your special weapon back up. You can also use your special weapon to get Pegasus down from the sky. And, you know, that is the only way you can get ammo, really, if you're out of ammo. And also your gobblegums as well. As you can see in my game, I've got the free fire one, which can use your gun. Even if it's got no ammo for 30 seconds, just rapid as fuck use that. Or you can spawn in one of your special weapon power-ups that you can get a special weapon straight away. So Pegasus will drop down to the island again. And you're going to get your special weapon out when Pegasus is orange. And do as much damage as you can to Pegasus. So if you've done enough damage, and you might actually start the second phase of the Easter egg. But for me in my game, it took a few more rounds of damage for Pegasus. So Pegasus got up again. I went to go get me max ammo. And then just did the same thing again. I went through the fire to get my special weapon back up to full. Used my monkey bombs to throw. And then I shoot at Pegasus so no zombies are going to hit me. So one really good tactic is to watch Pegasus dive back down and disappear. And then when this happens, you are going to shoot your Charon or throw a monkey bomb and Pegasus will spawn, and that's when you can get some really good shots on Pegasus and do a lot of damage. So for a fourth time in my game, it might be different in your game, but for a fourth time, Pegasus fell to the ground here and I did shitloads of damage with my special weapon. Pegasus got up again for a fifth time, which is kind of a ball ache, but shit happens. And you're going to go to the next island and get your max ammo. Repeat the whole thing again, fellas. Go run through the fire objects on the floor to get your special weapon back up. And you're going to distract the zombies using monkey bombs or your gun of Charon. And just take to the skies and do as much damage as you can to Pegasus. So for a fifth time in my game, I did as much damage as I could. Pegasus fell down to the island. And boom, this is where it happened for me, fellas. I got my special weapon out and I knifed and did as much damage as I could to Pegasus. So when you do enough damage with your special weapon, Pegasus will go to the top of the mountain and you're going to see the boss on the mountain talk for a bit and say, Pegasus, you're shit, or something like that. Give me all your give me all your power. That is basically what he says. So when this happens, fellas, this is the second phase of the boss fight. Right fellas, so you want to come to this island here. If you stay on any other islands, you're going to die. So when Pegasus goes to the top of the mountain and you've done enough damage to Pegasus, you want to go on any jump pad and come to this island here. So just come stand where I am in my game, fellas, and then the second phase will spawn. So there's going to be some zombies spawning, and every now and then you're going to see the boss from the mountain spawn onto this island for about 10 seconds max. So when this happens, you want to throw a monkey bomb, or just throw a monkey bomb whenever. And then the boss will spawn on the island you're on, and you want to watch out for his attack. You want to do as much damage as you can with your rapid gun to the left shoulder of the boss. And when this happens, you want to do as much damage as you can and then jump out of the boss's way, because the attack he uses will down you instantly. So what I did in my game was do a bit of damage to the left shoulder and then I ran away. So the boss will disappear, some more zombies will spawn, so you can use your special weapon, or you can use your monkey bombs, you can use your charon, and don't forget about your gobble gums as well. So eventually you want to throw another monkey bomb and the boss will spawn into the map again. So this is when you want to do the same thing again. You want to watch out for the boss's attack and you want to shoot the left shoulder of the boss. And if you do enough damage, the boss will drop to the ground to an orange colour. And this is when you can use any weapon you like and do as much damage as you can to the boss. So if you want to get your special weapon out, you can. If you want to use your gauntlet or your fucking rapid machine gun, you can do that. One advice for this phase of the Easter egg is to save your rapid Spitfire or any SMG gun, because that is good for shooting the boss. So the boss will disappear and the whole repeating step will just start again. So you can kill a few zombies, watch out for some attacks from the boss from the mountain. So you want to wait for the boss to spawn into the area again. You want to do as much damage as you can to that shoulder of the boss. And if you do much damage straight away, the boss will fall to the ground to an orange colour and you can get your special weapon out again and do as much damage as you can, or use any weapon you like. For me in my game, I use my special weapon Gobblegum power up, so that spawned in the power up to get my special weapon back to full, and I just like using that weapon on the boss because it just feels like it's doing a lot of fucking damage. So you want to kill some zombies and you want to watch for that electric kind of colour that spawns on the island. When you see this, that is where the boss will spawn, so you can, get ready, and when the boss spawns, shoot him like fuck in the left shoulder, get him down to an orange colour, and boom fellas, this is what it's like when you complete the Easter egg and kill the boss. The boss will be like, oh no, and he'll start fucking windmilling some shit, and then he will blow up or disappear, and you will see a key spawn. You want to pick up the key, and you want to survive for the next 10 seconds. Don't get down now from zombies or you're going to fucking mal. I just got my special weapon out and just shot. Shot like it was my last day on fucking Earth. But boom fellas, you will see a cutscene and that is the Easter egg complete. I hope you had so much help from this Easter egg guide. I hope it helps you. Mainly for solo this one. But I've done so much work on trying to make it really clear and really easy to follow. So thanks for watching. It would be awesome if you could subscribe to me Just Gaming Fellas channel. I've been doing zombie guides for ages, trying to do Easter egg guides as fast as I can.